you for tuning in to Fantastic Crafts. If you have seen my videos in the past, you know that I did a lot of sublimation face mask, but today I'm going to do something different that I've never done before. Sublimation on 100% cotton canvas. As you know that sublimation on 100% cotton will not work unless you prep it with laminating sheet. So please watch it all the way to the end and see how it turned out. Before I dive into creating the artwork, the following items I needed for this project. Lint roller. I'm going to give the silicone lint roller a try. Scissors. Tape dispenser with heat resistant tape. And heat resistant gloves. I just got the gloves from Ross. A paper cutter. Brown paper. And a blank artist canvas. I purchased the flat canvas at Walmart and the frame canvas is at the 99-cent store. Let's unwrap the canvas. You will also need laminating sheet. I purchased it at Walmart. It's a generic brand of laminating sheets. Next time I will use the 3M laminating sheets and make some comparison. A craft knife, a ruler, and sublimation paper. I like the ASAP brand. You will also need a sublimation printer and a heat press. Any type of heat press will do fine. So let's get started. As usual, I'm using Canvas Pro for my artwork. Here on the Canvas homepage, I click on custom size to create the first artboard of 8.05 by 10.05. I want the size slightly larger than the actual canvas size so that it covers the whole board. The canvas is 8 by 10 in size. I click upload media, and locate the picture that I want to use. I'm going to use this picture of my fur baby to demonstrate. I resize the picture to fit on the artboard. I'm going to add flour on the bottom. I'm going to add a name. I'm going with this text template. I want to change the font to pink. The effects shadow is dark gray. You know what? I'm going to add another flower on the top left corner and then rotate it. It still looks plain, so I'm going to add a light pink background. It looks so much better. I'm going to demonstrate another one. I upload the picture of Sunny. I'm not going to modify this picture. It looks great the way it is. I save it to my computer. Before I send the image to the printer, I want to do a test print. I have the small image of a cat that I use as a test print. I like to make it a habit to always test print to make sure everything is working with the printer. If it doesn't come out right, I would do a head print cleaning before proceeding. It looks good. Now I can send my work to the printer. I'm using two different types of canvas to demonstrate in this video. For the stretch canvas with the frame, I cut out several pieces of the cardboards to place on the back of it. For the flat one, I leave it the way it is. For the sake of this video, I'm speeding up the part where I'm cutting the cardboard. In the back of the canvas is 7 by 9. Now I can cut out the laminate sheet to the exact size of the canvas 8 by 10. My cutter is so dull. Let's try a different way. I'm going to use an X-Acto knife or a craft knife to cut the laminating sheets on the glass cutting board. I'm lining it up and taping it down before cutting. I want this to be the exact size to the canvas. I count the square and cut. I moved the board closer to me in order to cut the other side of the laminating sheet. The sheet is very staticky. I would recommend cutting the cardboard box at a different location. The cardboard leaves so much dust and gets on the project. Make sure to dust and wipe down your workspace before taking out the laminating sheet. I end up dusting several times offline. Now that I cut the laminating sheets to the exact size of the canvas, I place it on top of the canvas with the shiny side face up. I use the heat-resistant tape to keep it from shifting. Now I can work on the second canvas. Before working on the laminating sheet, I assemble the cardboard to the back of the stretch canvas. There is room for another board, so I'm going to cut this one out. This should be enough. Now I can place the laminating sheet on top of the stretch canvas with the shiny side up. You can't see the cardboard dust on the camera, but there's plenty. I'm using the lint roller again. I tape it down with the heat-resistant tape. Now that is done, I'm moving it to the heat press. I have the temperature at 380 degrees at 25-second press time. This first step is to laminate the canvas before sublimating. Be sure to remove the tape before placing the image onto the canvas. There's a small amount of laminating sheet on this side. I'll make sure to cut it smaller than the canvas size next time. I line up the image to the canvas and use heat-resistant tape to keep it from shifting during the sublimation process. I'm setting the press time to 60 seconds. Honestly, I could have set it to 45-second press time. Let's see how it turns out. Whoa, very vibrant. I definitely could decrease the press time. I'm not sure why it is so green. I would try a different photo next time and make some comparison. Let's do the next one. This one is a flat canvas. I'm going to press it for about 20 to 25 seconds. It has so much moisture and it warps the canvas. I removed the heat-resistant tape and line up the image before taping it down again. I place a piece of brown paper on top. I gave it a 60-second press time. I release the pressure of the plate a little bit. Let's see how it turns out. OMG, I love it. However, I forgot to flip the text name. I thought I set my printer to flip it automatically. I need to look into my printer at a later time. I'm going to my computer to redo the image. On Canva, I don't see an option to flip the text, so what I did is upload the image that I had saved on the computer earlier. I paste it on a blank 8.05 by 10.05 artboard and resize the image. I flip the image horizontally and save it to my computer. I can now send it to my computer. This time I decide to put the flat canvas on the heat press for about 4 to 5 seconds to remove the moisture. I cut another laminating sheet offline. I use the lint roller again before placing on the canvas. The lemon sheet was very clinging to the canvas that I did not need to tape it down this time. I give it a 20-second press. I decreased the press time and it still worked, but it's not as bad as the first one. Here is the flip photo. I place it face down onto the canvas and tape it down. I decreased the press time to 45 seconds to see how the result compared to the first one. So here's the first one I did without removing the moisture and longer press time. The second one I gave it 5 seconds to remove the moisture and decrease it to 45-second press time. Both came out the same, vibrant and clarity. The second one has a few warps. Let's take a look at the other canvas. It looks great. Now that I sublimate on 100% canvas for the first time and I have learned a lot from my mistakes, I would do it differently next time. Number 1, buy a higher quality artist canvas. Number 2, I would set the image to 8.02 by 10.02 rather than 8.05 by 10.05. Number 3, I would flip the text before sending it to my printer. Number 4, I would cut the cardboard outside before bringing it into my workspace to reduce the dust. Number 5, I would use a different type of lint roller. Number 6, instead of using a cutting board, I would use the craft knife to cut the laminating sheets. Number 7, cut the laminating sheet slightly smaller than the canvas. Number 8, place a rubber pad on the plate under the canvas. Number 9, remove moisture before pressing the laminating sheet onto the flat canvas. Number 10, decrease the press time. But overall, not so bad for my first time sublimating on 100% cotton canvas. What do you think? I would love to hear from you. I hope you enjoy following me in my journey of trying out different projects and making mistakes and learning to improve the second time around. Please tune in next time for another sublimating canvas. Stay positive. Bye for now.